Hello, my name is Haley Kaufman, and welcome to my Vision Quest. Before I touch on my quest, I'd like to give you all a short summary of who I am. I'm a third-year health science student, and I will be going into grad school next year to study occupational therapy. I hope to someday work in either nutrition or hand therapy, and currently I work at the Common Thread in Canberra, primarily at the Salad Bar. I'm the oldest of three girls, my younger sisters being 18 and 14. I have a love for animation, even though I can barely even draw a stick figure, as well as love for writing and color guard. My question during this journey was, what happens next? To me, this symbolized the uncertainty I'd been feeling when thinking about the future. Starting grad school, living off campus, and beginning such drastic changes in my life were very unnerving to me. I knew how things were planned out, but deep down I had a lot of hesitation in regards to whether or not I'd be able to get through it all without any slip-ups. I started my quest by exiting my apartment in Independence Plaza and went down Schoolhouse Lane towards the light on Henry. I think I was subconsciously taking this very familiar route because I did not want to jump into the quest head first. Rather, I wanted to inch into it slowly, taking it step by slow step. In retrospect, this mirrors how I react to new, unfamiliar situations very closely, as I do not like change and function best in familiar cycles. But by the time I had walked past the Ravenhill side of campus, I knew I had just entered unfamiliar territory and was preparing myself to face it. Continuing past Ravenhill campus and just traveling in a straight line, I proceeded to go down a sharp incline and pass over some train tracks. At this point in the quest, I had been thinking about the future a lot. I had been nervous for grad school and the thought of entering my professional field. The idea was very daunting to me, to the point that last semester I had been struggling with some major considerations to switch majors. I had been struggling with some anxiety problems as well, and the two mixing together created a time in my life when I had seriously been questioning my abilities as a student and as a person. Along the way of my quest, I came across Dunkin' Donuts and stopped for something refreshing during that warm, sunny day. It reminded me of my hometown of Cinnaminson, New Jersey, and calmed me down in the midst of my anxiety over the future. There is a Dunkin' Donuts 15 minutes from my house back home, and it brought me back to the cornerstone of why I do everything that I do, my family. My family has always been my reason for working hard. No matter the struggle, they have always been there for me, and they push me to do well academically, socially, and personally. Being reminded of what I'm working so hard for has always calmed me down and motivated me to succeed. Leaving Dunkin' Donuts, drink in hand, I stumbled upon a tiny park on the side of the road I'd been following. The grass was overgrown, it was nearly devoid of people, and the air was punctured by the sounds of honking and engine revving. But I couldn't help but take a seat at a bench and just sit in this park, enjoying the beautiful day. After contemplation, I actually ended up staying at the park for a while and sipping my iced coffee in peace. On my way home, I started worrying about my sign. As far as I could tell, I hadn't encountered it yet, but it actually ended up surprising me when I least expected it. I'd been trudging up an inclined sidewalk, passing under the shade of some tree branches, when a gust of wind caused an empty bag to cross my path. As it rolled by me into the street, I was struck with the oddest sensation. In a weird way, the bag kind of reminded me of myself during the hardest of times. A little crumpled, a little defeated, but still moving forward. And I realized in that moment that it was okay to be afraid of the future. There was nothing wrong with feeling fear, but I couldn't allow it to overcome my confidence in myself. It was inevitable that I was going to make mistakes and fall down sometimes, but I would keep rolling on and eventually make it to the end. I believe a working theory behind the power of the Vision Quest falls upon the relationship between insight and interpretation. What could be one sign could barely even be noticed by another. I think the power of interpretation of factors in one's environment and one's personal insight of those factors is why the Vision Quest is so influential. Free association, combined with the physical world around you, can lead to significant moments of self-actualization. By the time I had returned home, I found that my question had been answered by the quest. I now know that it is healthy to be anxious, but that I shouldn't let it stand in the way of accomplishing things. The Vision Quest helped calm me down and be excited for my future, rather than fearful of it.